Hymns of the Pure Land Masters, Part 2. Master Shan-tao, 17 hymns based on his writings. Manifested from the ocean-like great mind was Master Shan-tao. For the sake of beings of this defiled world in the latter age, he called on the Buddha of the 10 Quarters to bear witness to his teaching. Sakyamuni, revealing the essential gate to lead people of meditative and non-meditative practices, and provisionally teaching the right and sundry practices, wholly urges us to perform the saying of the name alone. Master Shan-tao, calling the Buddhas to bear witness, led us to overturn the 2 minds of meditative and non-meditative practices. Presenting the parable of the 2 rivers of greed and anger, he ensured the safeguarding of the Shinjin of the universal vow. Even when the time of the extinction of the sutras has come, foolish beings, by encountering the true teaching of the universal vow, the exposition of which was the fundamental intent of the Tathagata's appearance in the world, will think on Amida and attain enlightenment. The inconceivable working of the power of Buddha Dharma is such that the external hindrances and karmic fetters do not obstruct us. Hence, the universal, primal vow of Amida is termed the, quote, decisive cause of birth. The mind and practice of self-power do not bring one into the fulfilled land established through the power of the vow. Hence, sages of the Mahayana and Hinayana all entrust themselves to Amida's universal vow. When we come to know truly that we are possessed of blind passions, and entrust ourselves to the power of the primal vow, we will, on abandoning completely our defiled existence, realize the eternal bliss of Dharma nature. Sakyamuni and Amida are our father and our mother, full of love and compassion for us. Guiding us through various skillful means, they bring us to awaken the supreme Shinjin. Persons who have thoroughly realized the true mind, because it is the diamond-like mind, are equal to those who accomplish the 3 grades of repentance. Thus Shan-tao teaches. Only with the diamond-like Shinjin can we, living in the evil world of the 5 defilements, completely abandon birth and death forever and reach the pure land of naturalness. When the time comes for Shinjin, indestructible as diamond, to become settled, Amida grasps and protects us with compassionate light, so that we part forever from birth and death. Persons who realize the true entrusting that is Amida's benefiting of others, because they are in correspondence with the vow, accord with Sakyamuni's teaching and the words of the Buddhas. Thus, there is nothing that obstructs them. Those who are free of even a moment of doubt, having been able to hear the Nembutsu of the Pure Land Way, are praised as, quote, rare and excellent persons, and are ascertained to, quote, have realized right-mindedness. When people are not in correspondence with the primal vow, various conditions arise to trouble and confuse them. To lose sight of Shinjin in confusion is to, quote, lose right-mindedness. Since Shinjin arises from the vow, we attain Buddhahood through the Nembutsu by the vow's spontaneous working. The spontaneous working is itself the fulfilled land. Our realization of supreme nirvana is beyond doubt. Had we not received the power of the universal vow, when could we part from this Saha world? Reflecting deeply on the Buddha's benevolence, let us think on Amida always. Casting off long kalpas of painful existence in this world of Saha, we live in expectation of the Pure Land, the uncreated. This is the power of our teacher, Sakyamuni. Let us respond always in gratitude for his compassion and benevolence. Here ends the hymns on Master Shan-tao. Master Genshin, 7 hymns based on his writings. Our teacher Genshin earnestly set forth from among all the teachings of the Buddha's lifetime the single gateway of the Nembutsu, and spread it among the beings of this defiled world in the latter age. Master Genshin, who was among the assembly that heard Sakyamuni on Vulture Peak, taught the difference between the fulfilled and transformed lands, thereby clearly setting forth the benefit of single praxis over mixed. In praise of persons of single practice, he teaches that not 1 in 1,000 will fail to attain birth. In admonition of persons who perform mixed praxis, he states that not 1 in 10,000 will be born. For all people, men and women, of high station and low, saying the name of Amida is such that whether one is walking, standing, sitting, or reclining is of no concern, and time, place, and condition are not restricted. My eyes being hindered by blind passions, I cannot perceive the light that grasps me, yet the great compassion, without tiring, illumines me always. We who aspire for Amida's fulfilled land, though we differ in outward condition and conduct, should truly receive the name of the primal vow and never forget it, whether waking or sleeping. For sentient beings of extreme evil, profound and immense, there is no other way. Wholeheartedly saying the name of Amida, we will be born into the Pure Land. Here ends the hymns on Master Genshin. Master Genku, also known as Honen, 20 hymns based on his writings and biography. As our teacher Genku appeared in the world and spread the one vehicle of the universal vow throughout the entire country of Japan, favorable conditions for the Pure Land teaching emerged. Our teacher Genku appeared through the power of the light of wisdom, and revealing the true Pure Land way, he taught the selected primal vow. Though Shan-tao and Genshin urged all to enter the true Pure Land way, if our teacher Genku had not spread it among us on these isolated islands in this defiled age, how could we ever have awakened to it? Through countless kalpas and innumerable lives, we did not know the strong cause for liberation. Were it not for our teacher Genku, this present life would also pass in vain. Genku, at the age of 15, became aware of the reality of impermanence. Manifesting a long-cherished aspiration to reject this defiled world, he entered the path to enlightenment. The supreme virtues of Genku's wisdom and practice were such that even the teachers in the various schools of the path of sages all turned to him for guidance and revered him as master of the diamond-like precepts embodied in the one mind. When Genku was alive, he emanated a golden light, which the chancellor, an ordained layman, saw before him. It was said among the people that the original state of our teacher Genku was Master Tao Cho, or again, Master Shan-tao. Genku appeared as Mahastama Prapta, and also as Amida. Emperors and ministers venerated him, and the ordinary people in the capital and the countryside revered him. The ordained retired emperor of the Jokyu era revered our teacher Genku. Monks of Sakyamuni's tradition and scholars of the Chinese classics all alike awakened to and entered the true Pure Land way. When the time came for the Buddha's guidance through skillful means, they appeared as Master Genku, and, teaching supreme Shinjin, opened the gateway to nirvana. To encounter a true teacher is difficult, even among difficult things. There is no cause for endlessly turning in transmigration greater than the hindrance of doubt. Genku emanated a radiance which he always revealed to his followers, without discriminating between the wise and ignorant, or between those of high station and low. When the moment of death approached, our teacher Genku said, quote, "This is my third time to be born in the Pure Land. It is especially easy to accomplish." Genku himself said, quote, "Formerly I was among the assembly on Vulture Peak. I practiced austerities with other Sravakas and guided beings to the Buddha's path." Born on isolated islands scattered like millet in the sea, he spread the teaching of the Nembutsu. In order to guide sentient beings, he came into this world many times. Amida Tathagata, manifesting form in this world, appeared as our teacher, Genku. The conditions for teaching having run their course, he returned to the Pure Land. At the death of our teacher Genku, radiant light shone in the sky like purple clouds. Music sounded, subtle and elegant, and the air was fragrant with rare perfumes. Monks and lay people, men and women, gathered beforehand. Ministers and nobles assembled in numbers. Lying on his right side, with head to the north, facing west, he observed the manner of the Tathagata's passing into nirvana. The death of our teacher Genku came in 1212, in early spring, on the 25th day of the first month. He returned to the Pure Land. Here ends the hymns on Master Genku, and here ends the hymns of the Pure Land Masters. When sentient beings of the evil world, of the five defilements, entrust themselves to the selected primal vow, virtues beyond description, explanation, and conceptual understanding fill those practicers. It is taught concerning Namu Amida Butsu that its virtue is like the vast waters of the ocean. Having myself received that pure good, I direct it equally to all sentient beings. Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu, Namu Amida Butsu.